Good afternoon. This is a message from the Mayor for March 27th, 2020. This is an update from the City of Prineville during the COVID-19 pandemic. Thank you all for joining me. I don't want to burden you with a lot of details, but I do want to keep you aware of what we here at the city are doing to help us all through this period. And I say what we are doing, but in fact it is the city staff that are taking care of all of us and very hard at work in what they're doing to perform their duties. City operations have begun to stabilize with the implementation of the new temporary city policies in response to the pandemic. City staff and I continue to monitor, adjust, and adapt as new information comes out daily. All essential city construction projects are continuing at this time with strict social distancing practices in place. Intergovernmental community networking we continue to work closely with our partners across the state and locally in developing the best creative ways to get critical information and resources to our community. The business survey released last week by our Prineville EDCO office has had great participation. If you are a local business that has been affected by the COVID-19 pandemic, and who hasn't been, but you have yet to take the survey, please do so, as understanding your concerns will help enable us to determine where the business community focus is and guide us on where assistance is most needed. The link will have the most up-to-date information available for the recovery programs. The city is meeting weekly with our local emergency management team, county health officials, and the governor's regional recovery task force. We had our first telephonic council meeting this week and live streamed it on Facebook. The City Council ratified the city manager's response to the declaration of emergency declared by the City Council the week prior, approved intent to award contract for the new police building, and approved a policy that provides certainty for current city contractors that may face delays as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. The meeting had over 1,400 views and 387 engagements. That amazed me. We anticipate having a special council meeting late the week of April 6th to review our emergency declaration, which is scheduled to end April 12th and may need to be extended. In all likelihood, will probably need to be extended. Our next regularly scheduled telephonic video will be streamed from the council of the council meeting on April 14th at the regular time, 6:30 p.m. I encourage you to reach out to the community to help where you can, whatever services you can provide to assist others getting through this pandemic. I know that the Humane Society needs some assistance. I can't tell you the details on Meals on Wheels, but they're always needing assistance. One of the big issues right now is the Red Cross has a shortage of blood because of the lack of donations. And if at all possible, if you can donate blood during this period of the pandemic, it would be extremely helpful. To do that, please check the website, and that will give you the dates of the local schedules for blood donations in Prineville. And also you will need to contact the Red Cross to schedule your appointment. They have posted that they will not be able to take walk-ins for blood donations. The next steps for us are the next regularly scheduled City Council meeting held Tuesday, April 14th, again at 6:30 p.m. This will be a telephonic meeting, and the instructions for the meeting call-in and public participation are on our web link. Near the beginning and prior to the closing, there is an opportunity for the public to address the council. Please do so in writing, and we can only use your presentation if you include your name and address with your written comments. The city will be continuing to provide information for our business community by connecting them with state and federal resources that will be available to mitigate the effects of the pandemic on local businesses. And lastly, the quote of the week. Steve Forrester, our city manager, suggested this be included as he is a great admirer of Winston Churchill, especially during Britain's darkest times of World War II. As Britain battled and her people sacrificed, he sees some similarities with our situation today in Prineville, the state, the country, and the world as we battle the COVID-19 pandemic. Therefore, it occurred to him at this point in the words of Winston Churchill, "Now is not the end. It is not even the beginning of the end, but perhaps it is the end of the beginning." Hopefully, all the steps we have taken will see a flattening of the curve, signifying the end of the beginning. And with that, I say, stay safe and healthy, and at home if you can, and contact me if you have any concerns or questions. Thank you for joining us.